Hey guys, it's Emma. So today's video is going to be do's and don'ts for middle school. So I just graduated 8th grade. Middle school can be a really good experience or a really bad experience depending on how you make it. So hopefully this video will help you. First we're going to start with the do's. I have a little list right here, so I'm going to be reading that. Do all of your work. You're going to be getting a lot more homework and a lot more classwork in middle school than you did in elementary school. Oh no, my battery. No, please, no, please, no. So you want to do all of your homework because you will get incompletes if you don't do it, and that will be very bad and it'll bring down your whole entire grade. And if you don't finish your classwork and you don't finish your homework, etc., your whole grade will just plummet down. It's happened to me before and you do not want it to happen to you. Ask for help. I know a lot of people say this and it's really just like, ask people for help if you need it. But it's like, if you need help with something, don't be afraid to raise your hand in class and ask your teacher a question, or come after school and ask them for help with your homework. They will be definitely willing to help you because it's kind of their job. Participate in after-school activities, whether this be clubs, sports, cheerleading, I don't know, anything like that your school has. Do them. It will help you get to know people in your middle school and help you to get to know people that have the same interests that you do. And they're just fun. And you don't want to just spend all of your time just doing homework or doing classwork. You want to actually do fun stuff. There's like endless amounts of things that you can do at your school. So do some of them after school and it'll help you get to know more people. Use a planner. If you're going to listen to one out of any of these things, it is this one. Use a planner. Oh my gosh, you do not even understand how important it is. So you're going to want to write down your homework, write down when you have quizzes, write down what you're doing after school, manage your time. If you're not managing your time well, you will not get anything done and you're not going to remember when you have quizzes you need to study for or anything, and it's just going to be a hot mess and you do not want that. Go after school to work on your homework or your classwork. Going after school and working with a teacher is really, really helpful because if there's a quiz you need to study for or a big test coming up, or you just want help on your homework and you don't have that help at home, or you don't understand something and your parents don't get it, going after school is a really good idea. You can go after school. At my school we have a time where you can go after school to do your homework and then you can go to a club or a sport. So you okay, it just got really dark. So going after school is the best thing that you could possibly do. Now we're going to go into the don'ts. Don't procrastinate. This is the most important don't to not do out of all of them, because if you procrastinate, if you have a big test, I've done this once or twice. I had a big test or I had a big project and it was coming up. I had like 2 weeks to study for it. And on the Thursday before the Friday of the test, I would just cram study everything and I would not get a good mark. So you definitely do not want to procrastinate. Mark out your time. You can use a planner. You can just think about it in your head. Mark out your time for when you are going to work on the project. Don't shove it all into one day. Don't get into any drama. Drama is just going to bring you down. It's not going to lift you up. It's going to make you be negative all the time, and it's going to make you be distracted, and it's just awful. So if you can, by any way possible, do not get into any drama. Do not do drugs or drink alcohol. That is the worst thing you can do for your body. Don't shove papers into your backpack. This is also a really important one. You want to use binders or folders or accordion folders, whatever works best for you, but you do not want to be shoving papers into your backpack. Because if you want to find a paper during class or your teacher makes you pull out a note sheet during class, you want to have it there. You don't want to be digging through your backpack or end up losing it. It's just a bad experience. So use binders or folders or notebooks or whatever you want to use, but do not shove papers into your backpack. And my last don't is do not be negative. This can go for your general personality. This can go for dealing with your friends, your peers, your teachers. Do not be negative. If you're being negative towards a teacher or you're being rude or you're talking back, they're not going to like you, frankly. I don't know how to put that in a nice way. You're going to be sent to the principal's office. Okay, what was that? Whatever. Okay, you're going to be sent to in-school suspension if you talk back. It's just not good. What keeps flashing? What in the world? It doesn't do anything good for you. It's being negative. Just try to be positive. Try to be optimistic. If you're being negative, it's just going to affect you and the people around you very badly. And my last don't is don't get down if your friends and you are getting in a fight. This year, my 3 friends and I got into a big fight in September. I lost one of my not super close friends but pretty close friend that lived on my street. She decided to leave our group of friends and go find another group of friends, and I didn't really understand why until April or May when I got into a fight with my two other best friends. And I realized that they were just being too negative, and that's why the other person had left. So if you're getting into a fight with your friends, do not feel bad about it. I guess I think of it as a sign. If you're getting into a fight and you realize it's not working out, do not try to fix it if it's not fixable. Like, if it's just like a little fight, try to work through it. But if it's like fight after fight after fight and you're just not getting along, don't feel like you have to stay in a bad relationship. That can go for friends, that can go for boyfriends. So just overall in school, be organized, do your work, make new friends, and have fun. I know school isn't that fun. It's like something you just have to do, but try to have fun, try to be positive and optimistic, and you will make the best out of your middle school experience. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up.